Morning, and then so Memenda for watching or body and a dama. Tiasimo, the sports are in a Jumadina, bro, or Adom TV. So, and then so your band, when it's actually Kufu, Filia Manonena, your dear Barbie, be a corso, Wiki mo, I saw what Tiasi, you know, who the air quality air banner, Wika air banner sono, actually Kufu, de banner, Betissimo, and one who our sports are in a Jumadi, so Titamuchu cry about there. Na ya bash and somame, say, you better call the boardroom, my brother Dean, at the air cupboard, no so I call her the air coso, our room hall. Now I think so on you. Yakwa he de kwaso tokrum eno ya Mr. Afredaka and the ebeko sa tokro ni motiene and some partner day by Kylian Mbappe this week and I said nrakra ma mekanisa wa now say on Paris Saint-Germain eton kwanta ma pa sizi kwana wi ya or the nani extra ba before for him or Real Madrid ne baso na or yi Real Madrid see one time akopi mo club for and ever tana seni ahwe hon 70 you know danchan big games me no na baso na early kick off baso Manchester City in Fulham and of course Arsenal and so the Manchester United nebo still the battle for the EPL ego so koso enye easy kra when they win City bet drop points and Arsenal betimi ahwe Manchester United the record against United no and share da nya homoka papa biasa but ebe sane ebe this weekend and another chance ebe fi na ya behwe May 9th ni twam na nsen ya this aye talk keke and as a fans I wo Ghana yesua bibi e dia fi aye May 9th for the mo na ni nyina enkamfu ano no ensem ahodo a ekoso across Europe na ya heche ne kufu ye kono afoforo betotodwa na ye de abraham ate ase yi pa na de ya me ne super score de na ye tena se Mustafa Hajidin na Mr. Kwaku Asare V Power ya bande ne aba sports are na ni se Joman Ocho producer Sare direct show no osia ya mo akwa aba kan ho o message ba 0249136744 0249136744 text message and our WhatsApp here live at Adom TV Extra or Facebook and of course YouTube you know you back in can messages at the amount sense no need juma kan ho ne so kan ho sense boniti ne mo bia ne din tame sa mo ba ko kan ho ya na o de nankasa ka kejwa ho Erica Siedu Buari ya mo akwaba ya set the ball rolling sports arena ni Wakwaba Sports Arena live or Adom TV. So, Kedwana Kasani, Erica Siedu Buedi, Mesa Cow says 0249136744, 0249136744. Honado message, Bani, I can carry my text message and WhatsApp. Adom TV Extra on Facebook. I also back in kind at the amount, Yabesha and Tempa. So now, 3 finals near sets the Europa League, the Conference League, and the UEFA Champions League. Late special emphasis about the Champions League. Now, so Kopiwa now on the 22nd, Atalanta versus Leverkusen. On the 29th of May, Olympiacos Fiorentina, and then Borussia Dortmund, Real Madrid, on the 1st of June. Just saying, I'm going to no cry on Adom TV, Semper FM, Adom FM, Yajiri, and Yasari Bati Havana, about Tema Community 9. Yes, Dortmund versus Real Madrid, Semper FM Champions League Fun Day, the Asia Tema Community 9. Will be fireworks. Sharing or ignabe bana I share the season. Wow, before Yebeko Mono, na yahwe whether or not Omama qualify for the final no deserve to be in a final. Yet means sanhwe mu de ba de betima kasa fa on kakra. Yenko enkohwe the games e course so e ma qualification e ba so send be na akoso Real Madrid Bayern Munich acquire something which is there. But then just same fanfi the Dortmund Paris Saint-Germain game. How Dortmund Etimi Emma Paris Saint-Germain ebre ya Paris Saint-Germain yesenka e wo Paris die or ye Dortmund afim or prayer bia amfa yenko Parc des Princes wie asana ya toaso wow to Parc des Princes obi a ma Dortmund does chance sanam koko wie Paris Saint-Germain yet another year another disappointment awja me mamwa kwaba
ye ni akejua
wow nanko panda mo asana ya kwaba. And I know you guys made bold predictions. Dortmund didn't cry their tough and saying, but it's soon. I don't know. Say, my Dortmund dog sense.
Yeah. No, but Dortmund I said it's just one qualify.
Ahead of Paris. And I told you, hey, shall I more call Parc des Princes? But people have more chance.
More chance.
One on my PSG film.
I come my mincha for the mincha production team. Mama Dortmund chance because now me feel say. With all that, course, Paris Saint-Germain, looking at the fact that almost the Akesefona yet and under Luis Enrique, we are virtually seeing a new project that almost the young chaps say, to share this Paris Saint-Germain team. It is without Neymar, it is without Messi, it is without Sergio Ramos and the rest. But almost young players abem from goalkeeping Gianluigi Donnarumma ewo Nuno Mendes ewo Marquinhos now because when he kakra he has that experience in the team. Ashraf Hakimi relatively young. Vitinha more in the midfield. Fabian Ruiz Munina, they are young chaps. So called up front. Goncalo Ramos, very young chap. You'd mention Ousmane Dembele. He has experience too. But so Oshelaka, a DBAC by chance. Not necessarily say why a programmed system be the results are bro. But like the name is BC by chance now. And that is what happened for Dortmund. We share the statistics from Opta. PSG over 44 shots. There was 8 on target. Almost hitting woodwork over 2 legs 6 times. Yeah. The expected goal, XG, no, or share data near they're going to games. It was 4.9. You have to go back to some time back against Napoli again or so in the Champions League. Almost XG around 3.5 or more. So you look at what PSG did. Oh, you share highlights, you know, Erico. Everything in terms of chances creation from the first leg. Look at that Mbappe opportunity. Look at the Omuhiti woodwork 3 times. In the second leg, the same thing. And then the chances were clear-cut chances. They had over 9 big chances. Not how many chances no munya. But you see, in football, you make the most important thing count.
Yeah.
Marco Reus said, Obian Bissau say, how did they get the final? How did they play? The most important thing is that they have got to the final. But everything starts, everything regarding football, player intelligence individually, it was in the favor of PSG. But me who saw more to me capitalize on that to qualify. And to me pitching on luck. Me can last week say I feel going to that crucial game, and Luis Enrique should tweak his goalkeeping department. Non for Keylor Navas engineer game in him. Because sometimes we hear huge figures. Keylor Navas only new to the Champions League. And this crucial opportunity.
No?
Oh, Erico, forget temperament. General Gattuso.
I mean the temperament of the Champions League semi-final, the magnitude,
exactly.
The stakes, no,
and thank you, Erico. And one wakano, and put him in the personally. I felt say, he would better command the back line because he knows what is at stake. Look at Donnarumma's demeanor in the game. And you see, in games like this, you need big figures. Matt Hamel, he rose to the occasion from a Julian Brandt corner. Julian Brandt, one of the best players ever since he's joined Dortmund. From Leverkusen to Dortmund, he's been superb for Dortmund. Though he's the unsung hero in there. One chance. It's in a make a lack, no. Obi nya one clear-cut chance or pim to atinem. Obi boba miensa. Over 2 legs of ball or hitting woodwork 6 times. In Jericho, congratulations to Dortmund. But I feel that based on the football reasons and some of the stats, they are 2 across. And Kami Felice PSG should be in the final.
Wow.
But congratulations to Dortmund.
Wow. Dean, Dortmund, money PSG really.
Yes, sir.
How far they've gotten to do? Be a more chance now.
Yeah.
Especially when no more group more pack the prince or just share home.
Yeah.
Oh, really in a simple ground.
Yeah, and it's about character as well. They never panicked. And I was very emphatic last week because my PSG team no. I'm not sure they're convincing Obi will follow PSG, our friendly champion. No. They are playing very well, but they don't look convincing at home. And this is the youngest team progressing to the semi-finals of the Champions League since 2009. I believed in the coach because Luis Enrique is an established coach, and I believe in his system. But team now Ukraino, Ousmane Dembele, but we know for Chrome, because that mess our Camp Nou. When they played against Liverpool, when they had the opportunity to score 4-0, when you ball ni goalkeeper Piqué Krajina and chain, or the or prepare ball no crowd the better what or then no ball I'm a goalkeeper.
So then
when they went, they lost 4-0. That mess they have not even forgiven him. And
Luka Modric, it's Luka Modric with their hands and
Luka Modric, the problem they say he played so well at Tottenham. Obama Madrid no, the first 4 seasons he was a flop.
First season.
Even his second, you remember Zidane? Didn't he cover the ball ahead of him? He said Zidane cracked on when they went to pack the princess when they lost that game. They won that game. Zidane benched him. He wasn't an integral member of the team until say Zidane acquired. So Obamu kakra he lost his position again. But ono no wabo ama yehu. And oba ye na amfa and later be fa and e sa drop in e sa fa. But wo de no ye de na be fa ebefa and when you're 26 no ebefa da ben bio.
Baby one
injuries in Swahano.
Well,
yes, let's be realistic. Injuries are Hano.
Your whole players are more proud. Ronaldo nya injuries pound.
That's not beyond the career.
Van Basten injuries and the man retire you. But you no when the peak. Van Basten injuries. And what I'm saying is this PSG team. Ahana no mubedu. Next season they might even become worse. And when this season idea about one affect you say. And I respected Luis Enrique on how he handled the Mbappe situation. Because boy and the chaos bad. So what the PSG team. And they said those days because unya born after Mbappe, unya born after Messi, unya born and they young team.
And I said yeah, work in progress and so.
Work in progress na che.
You feel no self feed as and they are playing to a partner. They say so as
Kuala TV, Pastor Musta TV.
But in Kuala Nampur, I tell you, young one was
no, I wasn't surprised.
The other game,
fantastic,
full of controversies. Real Madrid up against Bayern Munich in the first leg. Now quiet draw. Now so we now qualify and do baby na Bayern Munich Kenya goal. Na Real Madrid that take na Madrid that share na which is a match in the way, you know, the talking point was that referee na nyade. Referee wedi a World Cup final. Man forecast was sunny there na and what but young chorus game na for me preparatory.
Bad for the game, the intensity of the game, the caliber of game na share. I feel say from the officiating angle no, it was bad. I say the beauty of the game because na a game clearly Real Madrid was in pole position to, and Eric will mark on this platform that Madrid will make the final and they will win it.
Yes, even around the quarter final.
Yes, Marcan. So I expected a win. Even at the time I buy and share first goal. No, that means him say this Ancelotti team will make changes and they'll get results. Into share Ancelotti, when he needed goals, he brought in players that could create or make goals. Or the Brahim Diaz buy. Brahim Diaz was one of the finest players for AC Milan when he went on loan. Superb. Almost torn free. Manchester City came to Madrid, couldn't guarantee him game time, pushed him to Milan. I think he was part of the Milan team winning his Scudetto. Yes. Team by no. Team near there. Team maybe your fame. AC Milan. Yes, you wanted to make the deal permanent.
Yes.
Milan is a great club.
United.
Oh, I agree. In terms of pedigree in there.
Never can say
pedigree no you.
I Madrid as well.
Oh, come on. Don't say that. And you know,
he brought now Casana a former pine where
for the Brahim Diaz buy of 40 issues. And on the Hoselu buy. And look, they bought some Hoselu. The story now Nkofo bebe follow. What about Newcastle? What about Stoke?
Interesting.
Where Chinviasia Feneng na
co-relegation.
Last season RCD Espanyol co-relegation. Only one striker, Raul Thomas. Raul Thomas. Not about Rayo. And I think this season was switching. Superb forwards. And Eriko, Obo gamer. Even if you are playing a particular system, you need arrivals. Buy and share goal. No? The changes of Tuchel drifted them into ultra defensive mode. How can you take Hurricane off?
Or send a home fan.
The home fan,
you could clearly see or Harry Madrid.
Yes, and you see Hurricane no.
And not pass to Alfonso Davies.
Oh yeah, the only white man, according to reports, village people were Dinechi. And he scored over 40 goals for this Bayern team. He's virtually winning nothing.
And him why I'm matching
inside. Intimidating for Bayern because they know. And Ancelotti himself has history against this Bayern team. Anytime it matters, so look at all these factors. It didn't look like Madrid will lose that game. So I wasn't surprised. Congratulations to Madrid. Congratulations to Carlo. We're winning Champions League more than Manchester United. We're winning Champions League more than Chelsea, more than Nottingham Forest. clubs here AJJ more than Man City as a manager alone. And he's on course to winning his 5th Champions League title.
Cool.
Oko Madrid this year, right after the game, they wore shirts. Apola King in Spanish.
Just a 15th.
All through to the 15th. Look at the mentality they've put in their heads. So even when they are down, my mentality tells me, say, I am going for a 15th title. I'm not losing. That is character. And I don't think there's any better team in the world at the moment that represents character than Real Madrid.
Wow. Vapor, quick, sorry. Also, wait me there, what they are by 0249136744, 0249136744. Now, you can kind on the show. Dean on Real Madrid, not for a movie to next week.
I'll also talk a little about the officiating. Referee, he's ranked the best referee in the world. And
just to officiate a World Cup final.
He's currently ranked the best referee in the world. And Simon Maziniak, it was a bad day for him, bad day in the office. After the game, unfortunately, I didn't watch the game. So, and I don't know, later in the night, I had to, we said, normally, member network, game for advertisement purpose, once they do an adjo, I repeat it. Tiana 2 a.m. And I'm say, I'm game, no. And I'm those controversies. But you know, I'm not a fan of VAR. And I love these controversies. I know my game is I love them. I always want to see this. After election no campaign, you know then you cry the next day. You laugh the next day. That is how beautiful it is. And Ekotiawa and because I remember when Carlo Ancelotti was with Bayern Munich.
Even when Courtois is available, or say I'm sticking.
Yeah. And I'm sure say, am I taking something from Madrid? Madrid buying way. And you win. Just say, no, history. I'm telling you, Sankabia City in a Chomaga City to Mama 5. But once sometime mono, you have that a different spirit and different game altogether. I'm not trying to be like I said, me favor Madrid, but I believe that if Madrid had a full set, they could have beaten Bayern like 4. I'm being real. And it's unfortunate say referees in the error. No. Yes, I'm happy now. Anka, a game no dynamics, no, a bit master. But it shouldn't take credit from this beautiful story. I'm telling you, Charlie, this Madrid team, me say,
as a 15th for that
and your 15th for the achievement, you know, taking City out. That is the 15th.
Wow.
And Erico, before I'll be shortly, you know, I think say you been your time I can find out no But if Madrid has a way of dealing with spirituality, they should look at the luck aspect following Borussia Dortmund. Because me feel
are they going to do Greece?
Yes, me feel say Dortmund are going into the final with some sort of luck.
It reminds me of
a bit me
Akotia Real Madrid.
Team way Sreda Zevna. Tetinefan Rest
Belgrade. When they say I won Osman Bukai.
When they won the Champions League in 1991. Almost say it is the worst team ever to win the Champions League.
You see.
Because of Sasamu Yawoken. Omo Bugane lack Bugane lack.
But like you're saying, it's serious. But you think say Messi say about Dortmund J Champions League.
Madam for Bako headmaster of Brooks Academy, Daniel Dazi, or say he feels Dortmund will win. You're not there. And Krata some more Dortmund. So hey, it is a game of Madrid.
But what do you think, say?
You know, cup matches have their story. But Madrid has its history.
Maybe I feel Madrid will still win the Champions League.
Really, no matter luck, they did Dortmund.
I feel they'll still win it.
On the 1st of June. Yensha, den or Tiavana. How did they?
Chengabi or Bruta. Tiavana.
Tiavana. Now, shares a movement or 1st of June. But there's Atlanta and Leverkusen, or the Europa League final. Leverkusen still unbeaten this weekend. Almost 50 games unbeaten. And it's looking like Atlanta game number against Gasperini. Gasperini, or your experienced coach, Oni Alonso.
2-3 seasons ago, now Atalanta bought in the UEFA Champions League. Now, I think one season crowd they were the highest scoring team in Italy. Now Duvan Zapata, the rest of the guys. let's search more. The story in quite sad though. According to reports, no, on your broken heart now as a man.
Or surprising the wife.
Yeah,
unexpected.
As a
COVID no musu no be so COVID of you.
To quite night is a COVID of you.
Obi money.
So those players.
Your friend Scoop need views
or man booster, booster.
Sputnik.
Or one
Sputnik V.
Sputnik V.
At all one booster and send a bear boosting.
Yes, I go kakari jana. According to report, kakari say Nukruni yedodo.
Hey, women don't want perfect men.
It's a discussion for another day. In Jericho, they had good players. Almost but they pay kakra. Almost on players need be Holland here or Manchester United but they still have some quality in there. Skamaka Koyeno, it's been a good season for him against Liverpool or Liverpool player. Shockingly, about West Ham United, he struggled to cope after moving from Sassuolo to West Ham or by England or by Bray. But going back to the comfort zone, as I'll put it on Abuano, Gasperini, your coach, on here introduction.
What?
And last time at the boardroom, Dean Mencheno attributing it to which coach Crown and one of the coaches.
Or they compare.
Or they compare. So. Ruben Amorim.
No,
Italian coach.
Italian coach, Arrigo
Sacchi. So he doesn't need a lot of introduction in there. I think the Atalanta story has been good. Now can me Felice Marseille. Our money on board in the semis, with the likes of Aubameyang and Gianluigi Garcia, or the Ivory Coast, almost out of the African Cup of Nations. He went back. Yes, he went back and he's written a difference. And Makase. Maybe we'll have that argument on another day. But Makase, he won Ivory Coast their most important game on their run to winning the AFCON. It was that game winning, the very first game winning, and that is what took Ivory Coast to the final. Maybe I will have a discussion. So I felt that Marseille had a clear chance because French teams, almost were dominating in Europe. Marseille was there in the semis. PSG was there in the semis. And even in the other competitions, so now almost So I expect Sanka Marseille with the pedigree they could have stopped Atlanta, but Atlanta did it over 2 years.
Leverkusen. That story.
Eriko, Leverkusen are a top side. And Mekawa on this platform once again said they won't lose the title to any team. The unbeaten run is still continuing, 49 games. Record another Benfica war in Europe, they are on the verge of breaking it.
Breaking 49.
Yes, so 48. It's almost setting new record. What has happened for this Leverkusen team? Jeremy Frimpong can say, sometimes come on TSC, but it is the mentality.
Are you saying Leverkusen in Atlanta baby?
A game of goals, but Leverkusen will win it.
Oh, right. My man touch on it. The Enra Beto Johnny say Kylian Mbappe moving on. One more club or but a likely destination Real Madrid. Now, when it is not Real Madrid, club being pan over 15.
I have factors, and I said, consider bringing Kylian Mbappe. Number one, any wage. Number two, any influence. It's not only about the tactics alone.
That's true.
If you take City, looking at their wage structure, the highest paid player now is Erling Haaland. They have Kevin De Bruyne and so Oji Skapa. So you bring somebody like Mbappe, automatically Mbappe will take more than these players. So, Obet try now the friction about dressing room because it creates chaos.
Aside that, you have to balance the books.
Thank you. You have to balance the books as well. Me. And commission teams near what Europe ni now 2 teams are obe fit in pa 1 Liverpool, 2 Bayern Munich. But if you look at a club like Bayern Munich, they don't joke with their wage structure. Because Bayern Munich we Kingsley Coman and Chelsea plenty on to me stay fit for a full season. Sunny so Chelsea or you doom so.
On your doom CC.
Dabi or you doom so. And you can't rely on Sunny on critical games. And I say in critical games.
But I feel the German lads feel entitled. Just like the English lads in their league. there are times with the way Sane behaved, he couldn't have behaved that way under Pep Guardiola. That is why he sent him packing.
You remember, say Pep and Carlton Mula. Pep was not one for the Tom. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
On Carlton, Mula Monema, Julian Najesman problem. I mean, and I do best 7 p.m. na say or me to massacre. I'm sorry, me that's sorry. Yes, yeah. Yes, I can.
How much in chance?
Just say, only the room on the bar and I attack.
And Erico, there was nothing defined football reasons.
Yes.
In the sack. There was nothing like say, yeah, he's not doing well
in every competition now.
Yes.
You know, the Champions League in the league, the position.
Yes.
I mean,
friction our dressing room. If you bring Mbappe, the face of French football now.
Yes.
No, but the real club woman, I bet it's a club, and you the manager. You know the sad thing is, who manager no crying obey problem more.
Okay, but Liverpool, Liverpool, there is a new manager coming in.
Liverpool
players are going to leave.
There, no. That means Salah should be leaving.
Salah will leave.
No, I'm saying yes. That means he should be leaving before you bring Mbappe. No,
Salah. Paris Saint-Germain because maybe you want to win. You want a new adventure. Now, over Liverpool, new manager now, but it's not as if you're going to win the Premier League. It's not as if all now, but the Champions League. I'm not saying coach just and start team.
Say, I want to bet my favor no. Because for United, maybe United now, United were financial muscle to pay him. Ne commercial United can do everything for him, just like Real Madrid. But United, they can't.
But Arsenal. Ebi Arsenal can you bad now?
Arsenal. Champions League. Why is he leaving? Is it because of the Champions League?
I don't know, maybe because League is
so it's because of the Champions League. And you,
Ballon d'Or. Key factor.
So when was the last time an Arsenal player won Ballon d'Or?
Look at me, and I think England they because Ronaldo
and it is about how important Real Madrid Ama Mbappe. They have told him we need you to be part of our project.
But I said I'm alright here now for my
no disrespect to Arsenal.
I'm saying I'm Arsenal.
Maybe Sao. Champions League and Ballon d'Or. Now if you check the last 40 years Ballon d'Or winners, they are playing for Milan. They are playing for Juventus. They are playing for Madrid. For Barca.
But the setup of Arsenal and Mbappe Jinemo.
Guardiola basically
ambition.
But looking at how Real Madrid are set up, where Mbappe prefer to play, and whenever you're trying it through the middle, now all call Real Madrid. No, that's
Ancelotti always find a way, and I'll show you.
There will be a swap of tactics, a swap of flanks, positions with the front.
He's the man.
He's the king, no doubt.
Wow. Next time I'm not just in maybe or Luka Modric on court tonight. The 10 in the Mfamano, to Bajan 9. By any hobby, or Vinicius Jr., or Bellingham, or Rodrigo, or Mbappe. Hey,
I don't know if Ombe Jose Lu deal permanent.
He's proving himself.
Yes.
Or Tibench on Pep on
and Wapa Madrid, though, just say, Fan he had to leave. He's come back to the club.
Befa. Or tonight, on Tana bench while you were men in but he came in and it didn't look like a fin or Bamo. I said, what one or county
Madrid boy through
experience. It's a boardroom shortly. Now, Dean Diakon, the brain, boardroom. But the Premier League Player of the Season nominees, Ababetoja, interesting. There's Erling Haaland, Phil Foden, Declan Rice, Martin Odegaard, Alexander Isak, Ole Watkins, Cole Palmer, Virgil van Dijk. Vapor, who is missing?
Rodri. I feel Rodri is not getting the credit on here.
Wow, but who wins it? Let's start with Toja, Premier League Player of the Season.
Last season, Erling Haaland winning. This season, he's not really been that sort of player. But me feel say with the people at Tuaba, there's public voting, there's the panel. Second, Douglas Moro, Ferdinand Mo, they had that panel no apart. Almost two, but then the captains of the side. I think they will go with popularity and it will stem from the team that wins the Premier League. So City win here, like I've always predicted now. I wouldn't be surprised. Say one of the players are when you're in this City team, even though he's playing in a position, in a normal position, you feel Foden. But he's been good for City. and I feel say he's in the running. Erling Haaland too is in the running. But Erico, when it has to do with votes and certain technicalities,
never be brave. But to you, who has been the best among the names of Erling
Haaland? There's
Erling Haaland,
there's
Phil Foden, Declan Rice, Martin Odegaard, Alexander Isak, Ole Watkins, Cole Palmer, Virgil van Dijk.
My choice in the best striker were Ole Watkins.
Really?
Yes. For me, with what he's done with this Villa team, goals are what sharing, goal contribute. He's had the most assists. I think he scored 19 goals.
Despite
in the Premier League.
Or make it top four.
Villa, for the first time, are going to play in the Champions League for a long while. He's been part of a success story.
He played in the semi-final of
yes, he's been part of a success story.
Conference League.
Mephelisa were more influential for this Villa team getting to that level.
Right, manager of the season, Pep Guardiola, Mikel Arteta, Klopp, Unai Emery.
It's obvious.
It's obvious, say why?
It's obvious.
Say why? But why is it only Watkins here? But I had it obvious.
Pep Guardiola. And I make say based on what I'm looking, I'm looking at the influence that Ole Watkins has had on this Villa team.
But what influence hasn't Unai Emery had on Aston Villa?
Oh, it won't be that script, because at the end of the day, manager, and what did he win? Into Pep winning our fa.
To Pep Guardiola never.
In the last 4 seasons, it is only club that has come in between.
Okay.
It's in the last 2, it's been Pep.
Pep
yes.
No, but with Arsenal, JDR and Arteta.
No, there be Arsenal, I should go to Pep.
Addison is there.
What has Arteta done?
Hey, Chairman. Arsenal one and then
Arsenal, Arteta, me say Arteta in do ye.
Akakra.
The missing piece of the puzzle, no, a centre forward that can guarantee Arsenal 20-25 goals. Any Arsenal fan would agree with me. But I'm saying, say, a do level will be not Arteta benya dominance. Not to me, the Premier League. He will also dominate.
Right.
Because one, Pep Guardiola, yes, any time in the Premier League better. Klopp is going. Of all the managers at the top level there, Nyawe show dominance and the edge. So person did the title in the last 2-3 seasons has been Arteta.
Wow.
It's almost new automatically Arteta goes to the top.
Okay.
That is if they get a striker to augment the squad.
Wow. So I don't want some I'm not sure called boardroom this year. Ernest Bamfo, or say I'm watching you from Price. So Eric, I love your show. Man City is winning the league. It's City for you. All right. Akema Boating be so if you have Akema Boating and so say or sharing live from Buashi spelling no. I'll say straight to Pep Guardiola. He has no size. We should say I love. Wow. Okay. I'm so person check Carlo Ancelotti. Carlo Ancelotti is CEO and Kalo. There's a Kalo.
Yeah.
I love Carlo Ancelotti. Okay, thank you. Yeah, maybe I can come. Share the movement. Also, wait me know the about 0249166744 for straight to the portroom. Mr. Dean, and idea Nadiba.
Kalu. Madam, we go say Kimvanovic. Chelsea players and then Philip by Kimvanovic. And never person I Carlo Ancelotti.
Okay.
Because me so I one manager. Say disrespect in the Dawson.
Disrespect?
Makawa has.
And I say no, I be a disrespect here too hard of a weber.
Enough credit for him.
Yeah, underrated.
For disrespect, I'm not sure anyone.
Carlo Ancelotti, Papa, and person I can say. Or Milan, or Milan legend.
Don Carlo,
no. Oni Maradona. You know, Carlo Ancelotti was part of the Milan team. The last team a European Cup back to back, 89-90, and San Mobile the Champions League under Arrigo Sacchi. Only so Oji League or Roma.
Yeah. Carlo
Ancelotti, when he played for AS Roma, they won the league. The only team or boy your Manji League, and no crowd you almost gaining promotion, Parma. From Serie B to Serie A. And Carlo Ancelotti.
He was a nice young man.
Yes, one of the best midfielders that time for Milan. Or boy, AJ Champions League back to back. I'm not a fan of Carlo Ancelotti. That is my emotional aspect.
Yeah.
But the fact is, he is one of the greatest managers of all time. Nti so obefa me emotional aspect na no your WhatsApp. Obefa fact no so a then you understand.
Facts in here.
He's one of the greatest managers of all time, but I don't like him.
Why don't you like him?
Ono okahona Milan ye bre no oja ye kokkrafo kwa. So Carlo Ancelotti. Now Carlo Ancelotti entire career he's the only coach Europe top 5 leagues no. Waji ni nyina. Waji Liga Serie A, waji La Liga mpo do san be bom okoye no san be si omu biom. Waji Bundesliga, waji Le Championnat, and wasanje EPL. Carlo Ancelotti onye. Onji trophies bebre. Best achievement no kuta no. Obi enu obetuma ye bi. We have coaches omaje leagues no. Ewo other do 5, 6. But Europe top 5 leagues there obi eni ho. Je papa we Don Carlo Ancelotti. And Carlo Ancelotti eka asembi. Papa we. This is the Champions League he won with Milan. Asanso J Champions League with Madrid. Milan, you know Milan 2003. He won it. Yeah. Then he won it in 2007. Yeah. It wasn't easy that time because you lose Champions League to Liverpool in 2005. Abrani show me 3-0.
Istanbul.
Me nante makwa da. Ade tiam me tie radio or say Liverpool aje. West am Yusuma present and that time. So once I will share me on your bebo masumu. Me je no poto. Afi sana de ne ya no kore. Be 1 week na me tie radio. Me jae me hwe TV kra. Carlo Ancelotti, no more bounce back at Benjamin 2007. Now, if you look at Carlo Ancelotti very well, I'm not for say Carlo Ancelotti 4-3-3 or Bowe or yes say Carlo Ancelotti the system power or static coaching na ye 4-4-2. Na bibi to Carlo Ancelotti or Kasembi. That was when Carlo Ancelotti was with Parma. And asamne to Carlo Ancelotti asama or kaini or move your coach Juventus or say at Juventus with Zinedine Zidane. I began to understand that it is better to adapt to players.
Okay.
And not to the players. When I started coaching, I had a clear idea and I didn't adapt. At Parma, Roberto Baggio wanted to play as a number 10 and I didn't change the system. He went to another team. I was wrong. So I started to adapt and I'm still adapting. And to the Roberto Baggio age from Parma to Bologna because Baggio so no number 10 or person born number 10. Ma me born number 10. O say number 10 no mean to me ma ombo. Me born 442 number 10 no ko bo hin. Me di mienu na ma 9 for mienu ba ku gina ha. Me nya drogba na me nya etobi o mu gina ni mo mo goals no ma me. O so ye number 10. Na me di ho fa na me de ko bo.
Oh yeah, Jude Bellingham.
Carlo Ancelotti started now. Typical 442 no eno anie. Ya ka 442. Typical 442 na ye ka no. Eno ani 442 na nie. Enti we na Carlo Ancelotti bo. Then Carlo Ancelotti be do baby no realize say no. Oko Juventus no. O started so o use Zinedine Zidane. O nya result for Zinedine Zidane mo, but it wasn't enough because back to back Juventus team no we need second first to Lazio, second to AS Roma. Omuji league finisam. And na Beppo Marotta too ni no say oh yeah bridesmaid. Ofre Carlo Ancelotti so a bridesmaid. Also second na woni ye. Say bride in the wara wood in echi. Because back to back na Beppo Marotta mo de pamo no. Enti Carlo Ancelotti na system pa e sa typical 4-4-2 way. Na okoye no what one was say that be meant to mean use that system when the coach are adapting no. He moved from that system. Now or started say no, obebo Christmas tree. Sa Christmas tree system na ye kan Christmas tree no na o but Ancelotti na ma sa Christmas tree system no agi ni din because he started playing that system. Or started so use system ntino o sa Christmas tree system na akwakoye te say it is a typical 4-3-2-1. Ente 3 no ebeba 2 no ebeba na 1 no top Christmas tree I see. This is the Christmas tree.
Sa no born a ball.
Oho no koko start a Christmas tree no. Enti 4 nie, 3 nie, 2 nie, and 1 nie. Christmas tree nie say na tie. Enti we ne friend Christmas tree no. 4-3-2-1, 4-3-2-1 and 1 nie. Ancelotti. Enti obi a obo 4-4-2 no. Instantly now we adapt it akobo 4-3-2-1 just to make sure say obenya the best out of the players. He took the same system because he had Zidane our team nim and tina say so Zidane enya opportunity abo Zidane e feely yes he got the best out of Zidane to be honest but like I said it wasn't enough nti Beppe Morata say wo ye bridesmaid nti meja okwan oja no kwan but when he moved to Milan he started using the same Christmas tree or you saw Christmas tree because that time he had Kaka or was Seedorf now coach how smart no Kaka and Seedorf are two of the best number 8s in the world that time says Zidane and Del Piero that time their days with Juventus and two coaches are players we now you need to get the best out of the players
of course
and to call Milano who said there is Kaka when we say Seedorf for her number 8 and we assume that time untumi mbo nyi sanko for emi enu free me ntumi fa ba to bench as a some boss system e be accommodate omu mienu nti obo anu obo omu mienu we chire na we ja people in Zagi e dey at top ebu anu we ja Shevchenko no dey at top oda ho na we mu mbo wechi no mu mbo goals no fa ma me so that was when he moved to Milan into a system ni Inzaghi ni
okay.
The same Christmas tree na Shadio baako na me kire won na obo 4 baako o san so bo 3 midfielders position na wa ha na your friend the base of the midfield no me pese o hwe sa position ye ya be kan wasem na fe wa hu Seedorf ni Kaka ni 2 number 8 you have to get the best out of them or the omumi no to Inzaghi echi he won the Champions League now he moved from Milan time oba Chelsea adia baako a Ancelotti me say my respecting you so much how and the ability to adapt when he came to Chelsea that time na Chelsea ewo 2 best number 8 no more Balak ho no more Lampard ho nti wo ye coach na wo Lampard na wo Balaka se woni made na wonte se coaches na bon na be coach 3 Lions na mo wo Gerrard ewo Sports Coast no more Lampard no mo ntuma nyusu o mo no obaye no obebo 4-1-3-2
wase Trino
yes wase no into adapt it
because of the players and like you always
because
said.
of players and we kwan po bi betuma ka say system we e betuma friend 4-1-2-1-2 because 1 ni 2 ni and when omo na odi omo to ha no the Lampard no the Balak or no be nya the best and 1 ni 4-1-2-1-2 until odi Anelka no the Didier Drogba because he wanted the best out of Lampard. He wanted the best out of Mikel Ballack. Mikel Ballack, the captain of Germany.
What's an internal bench?
To internal bench. And yes, I onimbo. We sansu nimbo. To me, Casa Lampard no nimbo chen Ballack. To Casa Ballack no nimbo chen Lampard. Omi na nimbo. Until you need to get the best out of them. Obi a no about Christmas tree no. We Google tree no.
So why no?
Why no 4-1-2-1-2?
Tell no be
and
Christmas cake.
Christmas cake. And this is Lampard and this is Mikel Ballack and Michel Ballack. And he got the best out of this guy. Idea about quite man respecting was when he brought Mikel Obi. But I know or a bench woman. When they started so about Mikel Obi. I see Mikel Obi bra. When I made about the base of their midfield. Because there was SCN2. Mikel Obi. Or the Mikel Obi bebo number 6. And he got the best. He won the league. He won the FA Cup for them. Oh, free honomono. I call PSG. What's your PSG team now? Idea about when they fail PSG team no say no more attackers papa.
Debre.
Lavezzi. Pastori ho. Omusanso Lucas Moura e ho. Satam no more kokofa Kevin Gamero. Edinaba. Omu Nene. All these guys.
Cavani bo under him and I say Okoyansa Cavani.
Okoyansa. Enti sa wo hwa sa team we a oba e no say obi a wabo 4-3-2-1. Wabebo 4-1-2-1-2. We change it abebo 4-2-3-1. But when we say 4-3-2-1, he has moved to 4-2-3-1. Carlo Ancelotti.
You know why? Canada no still I know aso no gina.
Ogina. And na woni mjenti a o move ba way because no pe Lucas Moura wa ha. O pe Ezekiel Lavezzi wa ha. And o pe Javier Pastore e wa ha. I say so accommodate we need the best out of these guys. No de Kevin Gamero to her. Gamero koye no de Ibrahimovic I didn't better to her. Just to get the best out of the players. It ten biano he's adapting. Or kwa players we muna mo ho. Muna mo betumi abo. Okay, and the system no make tweaky. No me the best out of the players. And he got the best out of the players. He got the league. Or the league no. He which was our PSG team now or the G League now. So that team win about Champions League now. Omo mbo bra bia. That team no mo ntumi G League no. Yes, quality no because quality no. But that PSG current team way better than that team. Because now a lot of players have no mobile. This is Lavezzi, this is Pastore, this is Lucas Moura. Only the best out of them. Now Ofi Honoma or call Germany. He did so much about Germany because of time. We see a lot of time about Germany. But he moved back to the 4-3-3. Obi no ya 4-4-2 coach no. Afedie. Or say I'm about 4-3-3.
From PSG he came to Real Madrid.
Yes. He came to no say or call Germany, but you will not waste time there because of time. Now I share 4-3-3. Where are Madrid the first coming? System where you the entire noble because Bale waha. And Bale waha, Ronaldo waha. There is Benzema. BBC. Midfield no beto ye no. Na Kadira o. Alonso o. What stage ade bi say tem bia no. Or play wo base. Ade ba kwa Ancelotti starting coaching on Jaida. He always have a number 6. He always has a number 6. And Kadira ni on a converted Di Maria a ringer at the number 8. And they won the Champions League in 2014. Because team now no one. Osanso Alonso, one of the best holding midfielders that time, number 6. Or the number base. Jinaho. Now Luka Modric. Anyway, and I said Di Maria and flankel. Only Kadira and flankel. Now we must on Kobo wings no mumbo. Until we move back up before 4-3-3, then he won them the Champions League. The second coming way, Obaeno, na Benzema. He started playing the 4-3-3. Benzema koye no. When said that be, so Benzema kwa, na Jude Bellingham about. Jude Bellingham is an attacking midfielder. Why don't I play 4-4-2? Or say that be, maybe different system. Now, Obama Madrid, we invented the Bellingham factor. System was starting our unya the best out of Jude Bellingham. Ope Jude Bellingham bo awabo menyi ni se ball Dortmund no ebedu obaye no se sia de obonye.
Okay.
4-3-1-2. The one na e wa ha no e Jude Bellingham. Because team now one na be bench no is it Luka Modric? Is it
Cruz,
Chouameni,
Camavinga na be bench no. Vavadi na be bench na. But this is a poster boy that on more than 100 million euros. Oh, this boy is in Bobo. Into my member boy no, Emra Meboa to Bellingham ni. Oh, ni no manayo. Into me ni no manay dia. Memphis Rodrigo and Vinicius and Bonenim. This is Carlo Ancelotti. Now,
throughout maybe I can be the adaptation.
Yeah,
the adaptation.
Tebia. Oba. O say there now, eduane we now. And as ingredients we now, me de be aduane we am. Okwa ha, on te se coach we because koto we bra me. Because Madrid, ye ka juice solution number 9. But o say that be system way and obiane me be ya adwen say Jude Bellingham ne career, this is the best season wenya in terms of numbers. Everything. Nti ano ode boy na ebo no yes affect Rodrigo ni Vini. It's also the best out of Rodrigo ni Vini. People thought say Benzema ni ho. Team ni nya hwe. Team only Benzema or Champions League final.
Waji League.
Team only Benzema. Waji League. And this is a young team. Carlo Ancelotti 4-3-1-2 Adebo. Now meka we nyina no. There are two constant things and figures about Carlo Ancelotti. He always has a number 6. He always play a 4-back. That is constant.
One thing you forget is about Baka na Ronaldo ni because I say Ronaldo na magic in the Champions League. He came without Ronaldo.
And he made the best. Abraham or Benzema. Benzema koyi. When you Bellingham. Now your system no in 2020-2021 and 2021-2022 season no 4-3-3 pound use you. About 89.47% of the game no 4-3-3. About 4-1-3-2. About 4-4-1-1.
Okay.
And about 4-4-2.
Okay.
2022-2023. About 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1, 4-4-2, 4-1-4-1. Coach, adaptation based on the game. Opponent are only the this season you and to analyze it. But what should I say this season? The favorite formation obo yes 4-3-1-2 no and he throughout Carlo Ancelotti's career he has always adapted baby obeku
I think it's a TV ceremony adaptation.
That is it.
Oba de owo
Consistency.
And I'm say asam na okan no o say Roberto Baggio Olusumu from Parma to Bologna.
Fasa quote ni we. Fasa quote ni we. So ma said your mind quote na kan go through.
Ma sa quote.
And no sa we link it to be waka bi as asem okan no gina so throughout the coaching career.
Or say at Juventus with Zinedine Zidane. I began to understand that it is better to adapt to the players. When I started coaching, I had a clear idea and I didn't adapt. I started about 4-4-2. On the system, I have 4-4-2. At Parma, Roberto Baggio wanted to play as a number 10, and I didn't change the system. He went to another team, Baggio Eco Bologna. I was wrong, so I started to adapt. And I'm still adapting.
Wow.
Carlo
Ancelotti. And I mean, if whoever is narrating him as Onwara, but Ancelotti is
a great coach.
top manager. Family goes through the fixtures, no? So over started for EPL, over started for what they are coming. Maybe you are wrapping up, but EPL no. So na neka kona top 4 no cry. You ya so Aston Villa na Remo, say whoever na Remo. Na one they win so something which is
okay. Fulham in Manchester City. Almost started. Okay, into we no goes in soon. Bournemouth and Brentford. Everton and Sheffield United. Sheffield na record that no. So mo ko. Okay, Tottenham Hotspur and Burnley. West Ham United Luton Town. West Ham 14 now Chelsea show mo 5. Go away. Kudus mo. Wolves and Crystal Palace.
Palace so Palace new coach in the buy no. New coach in the buy no. What's
Obojuma United Masters no. Or Jomo Juma for Nottingham Forest and Chelsea as well. Then Nyambo na United and Arsenal biggest game of the weekend. United Arsenal game way a draw. Aston Villa and Liverpool.
That's not live league na ma.
League no maybe a weekend way.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you. But the two games. Thank you. Mustafa Jidin in the boardroom. Thank you so much. And I'm here home. But those two games, later on you join us. Now for preparation.
Obvious.
My Africa joining. But those two games, here kind of quickly. Now for Yanko to Kronimo. Arsenal, but we are about 10 minutes to be on Shebi. Fulham, Man City.
Oh, Besha Fulham by 5.
Somebody just say.
So last week, Mika or Besha Wolves 5.
Also, I said, please tell your panel member to stop being biased against Mikel Arteta. So they okay catch Arteta but Manchester United best stop here now.
Manchester United, Derby.
Arsenal Beshano.
Obeshano. And United should be careful, say, when you're one of their humiliating losses again this season.
And United fans, I don't know who's saying your gums.
The fact, say, Adeba higher as a country. My main shift the fact that we are so politically aligned. Into me Kano.
5-5 number bubogum. For United, the Arsenal game, they're a very, very difficult game. Say history I know United will give their best, especially when they are playing at Old Trafford. Even Arsenal, if Arsenal will win, it will be an easy win for them.
Wow! If you're the FA Cup this weekend, FA Cup this weekend, but for not so on call, but I'm saying so there's dreams, there's dreams, there's Buffalo, there's Legon City, there's in Swatchaman, Leeds clubs in a semi-final. So we go play Wafa Park, MTN FA Cup semi-final. Dreams up as well back to back. Yeah, so with me, it's a net any of China MTN FA Cup semi-final. The BPM Biano, and on bro. Next week, I've heard the Lion Kingston and a 17 team. No, they are getting ready for the Wafu and a 17 boys tournament. You better send an also be call. But now, I brought Puma Kwame so ye call na yakoshe de ekoso ewo Tokrodimu na yahwe Tokrodi so wonsam kakra. Mr. Alfred Aka.
Erico.
Sanya na no the statistics by me who sika betting companies need the particular weekend. Any and Crawford way disika. Unipa na oche odene mama na ma players na ho.
Ogusoche. Oni odika apamu coach edika. Just a draw. Coach
the ball draw no apam
7 matches on beat one ball draw back na we yin edi.
Masa team run I'm saying ade
Nakuma Hano
pa on because Oko Estonia ho na opese o dominate te said the over Spain and we are seeing Real Madrid there no.
And the second hang dey get pam na che.
Tehari anko pam. Anko pam na wa pam na kwa anko be pam na agene mba no kra free.
My goodness. Last week dey see here.
Eriko last week there esi na eye team my friend is say Inter Milan. Yeah, the Scudetto na manewie but no ne Sassuolo Inter over 1.5 per. Inter tena home Sassuolo share no on a minute of 2 minutes per. Na trankasa e brana na Inter mete meshe aba akpa.
Enra yemfanya hwa bagum bebere.
Enra yemfanya yemfanya enkrata sembia sikato kro nkan ho hwe na wa
goes bebere. Da se goes bebere. Wa goes bebere. Odwen wa onta. This weekend na dey fa.
Okay, Eriko, this weekend answer na mesha ase no summit kese pan ekoso ewo ewiase mu aye host wo Canada. And first of all no this is the 40th summit omu hosti wo Canada in terms of sports betting. And Eriko omu hosti ye no omama yehu enyoma bebre diagram omu de aba in terms of sports betting no Tale Eriko eyehu ye pa and in a global online betting market summary 2024. Now when every year be omu ye no bako 4 oma first one the second one no 18th of June ebekoso ewo Canada betting summit kese pan ekoso. And this betting summit ye great sikafo mo bie betting company omo nyina betranse no man analyze de ekoso nyina because season ne be ko break ewo Europe omo tenase eyesa de no na omo am ye hu say afa de ye kotokuro ni ma ye nhwe ye ese aso be ye sa pa Eriko report about na ye say omo taika over 1.5 no tie ball kakrebi over 1.5 na Eriko tie ball kakrebi ball only 29% per but the tie ball palm for face ka egu omo bottom no over 0.5 see a bubble game no now so one goal bi mbra the embra na omo see nipa bi timi hihye be 30 matches over 0.5 ubon so no nya odd bi to say 5 odd odd ye guso
wo nkwa
na wadi sana diagram we h to over 0.5 no and no tie ball 36%.
Okay.
And no more take home win and I say away win no. And also a tie ball 19%.
Okay.
To say the end city boy also away win. We di kan e ba de ahye. Sa na ye kire no. And no more sign pe upset no. Upset ni na ya ade bia esikitu abi point me say wiase nyina aduma nyina.
I say bibia
to say last
destroy
time
everything.
Yes, Aston Villa. Okosha Arsenal home no. Say bibia upset no. Almost see intense esi 4% per. Now out of that 4% a very dangerous say your mapa we are say. And on that summit no almost on komu de omunya nka de bia nka upset nya den. NC.
Say no na e coffee bar.
E coffee bar. No more ta twa go. Say ebia City ne Fulham e bo City be shebi Fulham so be de ba de e be shebi no. Almost almost percentage rate no 12%. Into when a course so a global summit I di abre ahwefo nyina. We are say the course so better ye kan nyina no. Presentation dey di kan nie and on the 18th of June second one also be born the another outcome so be the bad e brain Eriko ye call in the games no so
and the games no so
in the games no so and the odds of the week a Fulham against Manchester City we di kan ahye ba ko de da me sense subium opesu sika na ye kese assign try next go live game kai try next go kra Puma City obesi ahye ba ko kra ansa na yapon aka the next game so Napoli against Bologna. Napoli team we order so the hotel be seen there omu ntimi nko Naples enko die because of bad performance omu edan na di wo Italian Serie A ni omo aso ayehye. But this time around because of person qualify for Europes now Otanya players it on you picking Napoli home win or draw. The next game Garanda against the all-time the best team me from match on Bonoko Real Madrid on the Garanda you picking over 1.5 when TNA enya football one hwa no akotwa international friendly matches ni bi hwaniye we me say USA versus Germany when ice hockey ekoso ewe wiase nyina world ice hockey ekoso live ya pick straight win for USA the ice hockey there oboa ho na sunu nkese ne yeden to mu ni mbo papa the next game so Poland against Latvia and also shani yo and also ice hockey kroya bia and also ya pick away win for Latvia ya ba ya fa Manchester United Maskipi win kakra me ba be ka bibi wo ho
okay
intini ya ba Manchester United against Arsenal and also ya pick away win for Arsenal so ultimate na ma Crystal Palace a show 4 goals on Euro Arsenal we yankasa ho bebre afi ha say Edwards versus World TP you see Edwards win
and wedding
game win boxing ekutubo you see Edwards win WBA course wo USA na why ka wachi win win atena wo so ya babu we ya ho tiri yesika
Edward win
ya ho tiri yen no yesika mu na so wodi emu ye ya into win atena ne mbro we ya next game ya Juventus against Salernitana and it's a straight win for Juventus we or ya gonna Salernitana asisi ono obo game bia na ya bo esema ne Serie B into ono ni vim bia biom and Ajax win against American City. Ajax so winning way now ultimately qualify for Europes. Into Erico, I present to you now 9 odds but City Ajax you know ultra live game I'm sure say betimi akobe 10. Into Erico I present to you almost 10 odds. Ema ahwefo nyina say omo fa kakra ngu so
City so start eso betimate so.
Into the channel life ahye ho. Obone life a etimi kosoro kakra. Life wait to make next go City and our City to win the rest of the match.
Okay.
Now what the account na usika na aye de. Erico win undi 18 years on ka ho. They be am too for say enkofa electricity bill usika.
That be.
Oba school fees.
That be.
O mami asomo ase to ade wa hama me ya se me ko double sika no.
That be.
Wanhwa obeti we ni na City kan ya beti ahye no.
And on na gum na okasa obi am sorry now church o say zero wanya broken heart no
aye so Erico
wow get say pass and ode sikatokru abraham we are hoping say this weekend a big gringo but now o Telegram channel na den
Telegram channel no Erico wonya campaign na nkrofo akọ create me Telegram channel ni din dia bet must pay the game to am nkrofo bebre dey twa bidi ba onya kan ya na no obi akọ create bi
but they say nipa nya number nanka
nti se wo person join the Telegram channel na dia simple be WhatsApp me e was 0544 02 74 02 0544 02 7402
wow
yes,
Mr. Afradakai, we are hoping for Gringo. I will come on next week. Thank you so much, Mr. Afradaka. I'm sure I will wrap up now. Yako, Sana Makasa, and Fama, I asked na idiot. Makasa City, Jadinako.
Omaji na Omoji. League na Kasa, Omadebe Mom. We can do a wrap up.
Surprise BNC.
We can do a wrap up the league. I'm very optimistic. So we can do a wrap up the league.
May 9th this weekend, you commemorate 24 years when you
commemorate 23 years, and we still do the same thing. Still brutality, still
refereeing,
poor. Still, Ugwe Stadium, yet me be a gate back on a gate in Akaina Tutum. Still, ambulance, your board division 1 game, ambulance in the hall. Still, your call like. Have you learned anything? Because and some are making it still happening. Division 1 game, when we say ambulance or across Post Stadium, you go and watch some of the games and they open only one gate. One. Me one stampede this year no. Almost most of the gates me atutum. Oko kan report, white paper report in there by now. Almost say kwa yem gate into ho. But Ankrofo room we are near atutum. Yes, you himself be
stadium person who fan no.
Masa. Open and nipa lives are at stake. Open. Let people use it. Ambulance in your officiating official debit and credit. Oko we will be ha. Next match no dia be shema kafra. Debit and credit. So these things
okay.
Keep on bringing our game down.
Sorry.
Erico, me the be
okay.
I think the Dean can a lot. We still, me feel say we should still commemorate May 9th. Na afufron so who say the football no call
o ye ne bi ato yɛn pɛ 127
fanya suade mami nchia the host of the mid morning show on Plus FM mami esi
I no bi che obi na osre
mami esi nya
na say sa nchia na ya doso ye fi na no na ekɔ me kɔ akɔhwɛ me kɔ
eriko onim za akra mid morning there ba Plus FM mami esi nya me che o hwɛ show no mami nchia
chia no na o
nchia na mi nchia
share the mind ye jana
Madam Mary Odenche or a nurse or who Trafalgar one of them yeah or a hospital
okay
hospital a Kotinepa who I'm friend Trafalgar or she show me channel na Madam Patience Dadome or no swimming channel Eriko and Madam for Bako Nimia ba birthday
okay near fa wo ne
yes enti no ma send the photo no kra ma send you photo no hu Eriko obejia tum and the birthday of Miss Genevieve Odrofrem
Mrs. and
Miss Genevieve Odrofrem
for number no who come
me only problem enti Miss Genevieve Odrofrem and her birthday it's coming from Wow brother Ben
okay.
and me and the entire team.
Wow.
So your brothers in
yes, me a brother. Yeah, we show the very best
problem and the
formerly of St. John's Grammar. Yeah, we show the very best of course. And your da Niema Kessie Ebe Ediamao. Happy birthday.
Mimi Code Upscale Apparel. Mimi Code Upscale Apparel CEO Mama Hinewa Nenra your birthday. Happy birthday. Na mani belated birthday ko you. Mama Hinewa CEO Mimi Code. Yamesha onto nkwanempa na wakoma so be se de be nyamenya mama ni sen radio oji wani ahye. Matt Benitez one freeze Sergio Manucho producer and of course Vin Power Kwakwasare na Mustafa Hajiddin menti omo eka ho ne ne yede juma de bro ochina Mother's Day you want if you ansanya ko you pa bomma me din ko tama so me ma afani so
ye chama
me si wan chama
yeah ko
kupa kana sama ba
happy Mother's Day ko mami Madam Rose Asari o edu ko mekuapem happy Mother's Day enko ma no me dana se na aya ma mi nyina ochina obete me nka
okay happy Mother's Day enko ma me ma me friend Abiba Salisu
abba
so
esini koko ede pa
lovely mo wonyo koko
right Aza yeko mama Cecilia Ohenewa nkoko Boko do stadium while be any Cecilia Ohenewa fantastic happy Mother's Day going out to you yamin sharp pa mama and quantin cash na e back crack and I say onya quantin na po dey say na be enjoy ade and of course Reverend Mrs. Mavis Amwakwata or na ye so for Penin our Parliament Chapel International a wife papa B mama cash no happy Mother's Day going out to you. Thank you so much. I love you so much, mommy. O shaying and now prayer. Yadase say okay. Next to Nyame atum na atum bi duma ya beba. Sarah na director show say Jomano Che producer ya na wakai. Now the nankasa ka kejwa ne ho. Erica Siedu body ni Sports Arena is the name of a show. Next week ebesamba. Bye bye.